Mama yangu hapo mbeleni hakupenda niingie kwa siasa. Alikuwa anaona iko dangerous. Nasema, mtoto wangu ukiingia kwa siasa itakuwa vipi? Usiingie kwa siasa. Kuingia kwa siasa, kwanza wacha nianze na mama yangu. Mama yangu hapo mbeleni hakupenda niingie kwa siasa. Alikuwa anaona iko dangerous. Nasema, mtoto wangu ukiingia kwa siasa itakuwa vipi? Usiingie kwa siasa. Lakini nikaongea na yeye, with time akaona ni vizuri nijaribu kuingia kwa siasa. Familia yangu, my husband is a businessman, na yeye mwenyewe amesomea political science. Na kila wakati yeye huwa ananipatia encouragement ya kutosha. Na pia sisi tunaongea sana juu ya what is happening in the world, not just in Kenya, and how politics has changed history and time. And through hizo discussions ambazo sisi huwa nazo nyumbani, yeye mwenyewe huwa very, very supportive. Wakati nilikuwa na campaign 2013, my daughter was my driver for quite a number of times. And tuli-campaign pamoja sana. Na wote walikuwa wananiunga mkono na njia zote. Wale wengine, brothers, sisters, were very supportive. Na waliingia kwenye campaign trail, kwa sababu county ni kubwa, wengine wakiwa pande moja, wengine walikuwa pande nyingine, na tukasaidiana. Kwa hivyo kama familia, sijaona matatizo yoyote, na wamenipatia ruhusa ya kutembea na kuitisha kiti, na pia kuhusika na mambo ya kisiasa. I interacted with a lot of women who are suffering in many different aspects of their lives. I was able to help many of them sort out their marital family issues. I also interacted with the very poor, the poor of the poor in the community. I saw a lot of helplessness. I saw that sitting down and treating them was not enough. I needed to add my voice on issues that can help the socioeconomic status of our people. In those activities, I also worked with the church and started a church-based community healthcare program, which involved starting some health clinics. One is in my home area, Chawalea Dispensary, which is now grown to be not a big hospital, but a sizable health facility with the help of the government. We also did another project in Kamuthini in Muka. And during those activities, I was able to really interact and see the needs that the people have. And as I interacted, my desire to get into politics started growing. And I found myself participating first and foremost with the politicians. I started by campaigning for Ngilu to become the president of Kenya, the first woman. And it is at that time that the desire continued growing. And with time, I decided, why should I just support people? Why don't I also go into politics? Because with the background that I have, I know I can be useful in making good legislation and also sitting at the decision-making table on behalf of women and children and the poor in society. In the year 2007, I vied for the Machakos constituency seat, and I was not successful. So 2013, I vied for the women representative seat, and I was successful, and I was able to do what I thought was my best, And in 2017, I was not successful. I tried again to become the women rep. So I went back to my practice, and that is where I have been since then. It's not easy to finance campaigns. So I had my savings, I had friends chipping in, and I got good support from the party, Wiper, and friends and relatives helped, mainly in kind, to help me clinch the seat. Losing a seat is usually quite devastating. For anybody who vies, I've already said that there's a lot of money that you spend, so you become devastated, and also you are in a situation where you really now have to work to look for resources to fill in that hole. Other than that disappointment, one immediately starts picking up the pieces and getting back on track. There are other things that happen in life. After I lost my seat in 2017, my most tragic event, if I can say, was that I lost my daughter in a car accident. That was the most devastating time of my life, not even the politics. And I am now relating things, life issues. It taught me a lesson that even politicians, even leaders, they are human beings, they have lives, they feel pain, they get hurt, and we should not think of them like they are up there. We should embrace each other and integrate one another in all aspects of life. So my life after 2017 has been a life of trying to encourage people and to participate in community activities and to promote leadership among women, youth, and others who are shy about getting out there. Yeah, politics is not as evil as people think. It is important that anybody who wants to go into politics, they should be passionate about something. My passion was on changing the lives of women and youth, and it still is. And being a health personnel, I'm also very passionate about improvement of health care. I want to encourage especially women to vie. I also want to encourage the youth to vie for seats, and also want to ask the men to be sensitive and to create a level playing field so that women and youth can fit in and vie for seats. I am glad that the politics of today is not associated with too much abusive words, intimidation. It's giving us that opportunity to be yourself and for people to see you for who you are. But the issue of finances, that one needs to be handled, because you find somebody who may not be as qualified or as desirable, but because they have money, they are able to clinch a seat. And when they get to the seat, in most cases, they may not perform as well. So I would wish that the situation and the amount of money that is spent during campaigns can be controlled in a way so that everybody spends more or less the same amount of money, and we are not competing for resources. Instead, we are competing to showcase our manifestos and what we intend to do for the people once we get the seats.